This is Leah Klein, Health and Wholeness Coach again. And today my question for you is how are you supplementing your faith? Our passage is 2 Peter 1, 5 through 8. For this very reason, make every effort to supplement your faith with virtue, and virtue with knowledge, and knowledge with self-control, and self-control with steadfastness, and steadfastness with godliness, and godliness with brotherly affection, and brotherly affection with love. For if these qualities are yours and are increasing, they keep you from being ineffective and unfruitful in the knowledge of our Lord Jesus Christ. So this is a list similar to the fruit of the Spirit that we talked about recently. Not everything is exactly the same, but it's talking about these are characteristics and things, attributes that you can supplement your faith with. So virtue, knowledge. Obviously, you want to learn more about God, both from His Word and from doctrinally sound people. Self-control, of course, that's one of our favorite fruits of the Spirit. And of course, that can apply not only to taking care of our bodies, but that can apply to other areas of our life. And we don't usually think of that as being a way of supplementing our faith, showing self-control of our bodies. And that in and of itself might be food for thought. For some of you, it is for me. A reminder of that just how important that is to take care of your God-given body. Steadfastness. So how strong is your relationship? How strong is your faith in God? You get stick-to-itness, another way of putting it. Godliness. Are you becoming more like God? And I don't mean you're coming God, because you can't. But are you becoming more like Him, which we are? All should be becoming more like it. Brotherly affection. That is differentiated from love as, of course, one, friends, others is more probably intimate, family type of connection of intimate relationship. It's obviously also you have, I don't know exactly what word was used in this passage, whether it's using, the agape, form of love, which is broader. It's not a physical love. It's not a family love. It's very God-centered love that is kind of the focusing on the other person, how love is described in 1 Corinthians 13 would be a pretty good definition of actually what that kind of love actually is. And or if these qualities are yours and are increasing, they keep you from being ineffective or unfruitful. So because you bear fruit as you grow and understand Christ more and that knowledge of Him, it's calling you to that. And how do you get there? By tapping into the vine. Think John 15. So it is necessary for us to abide in the vine, or we're not going to bear fruit. And when you abide with Him and you have that solid connection with Him, all of these other fruits, all of these other things that you're supplementing your faith with will be naturally a part of you, not because you did it, but because God did it through you. So I want to encourage you today, ask God to increase these qualities in you, because He's the one that can do it. And, sometimes His ways of doing it may not always be comfortable, but it is part of our growth. It is part of what we need to become more like him. And of course, if you want a deeper connection with God, the most practical way of supplementing your faith is to go on a personal retreat. And we do have a retreat coming up November 11th and 12th, and actually over the night of the 12th, so leaving on the morning of the 13th in Pine Top, Minnesota. And if you want more information about that, there'll be posts and other videos talking about that being posted in the feed here. And to wrap up our time, I wanted to sing a song that, How Firm a Foundation. And of course, you can sing along if you know the words. And if you don't, feel free to just listen. It's up to you. So, how firm a foundation, ye saints of the Lord, is laid for your faith in God's excellent word. What more can be said than to you God hath said? To you who for refuge to Jesus have fled. Fear not, I am with thee, oh, be not dismayed. For I am thy God, and will still give thee aid. I'll strengthen thee, help thee, and cause thee to stand, upheld by my righteous omnipotent hand. And spend some time thinking about that. How are you supplementing your faith this week? And post in the comments some ways that you are doing that in the Facebook group. And if you're not in the Facebook group, just make sure that you pray and ask God to show you what you need to add or how he can add it more accurately. We'll see you next week with another verse.